Hi everyone, it's Valerie from Stampin' with Valerie, and I'm so excited to be here. I am going to be doing some Sunday stamping. I apologize, I normally come on earlier in the day on Sunday, but today was a busy day prepping and getting ready for my new October monthly club, plus planning my November October monthly club. So I'm telling you right now, if you are not already signed up for November's monthly club, you need to sign up. It is going to be fantastic. We made some absolutely gorgeous cards today, and they are ready to be prepped for you for November. So you have to sign up by November 20th. I'll be posting something in the next couple of days with a little sneak peek, so you can have a little sneak peek. But it is going to be super fun, and I hope you will sign up for it. So I've just shared my video now, and tonight we are going to use the Boho Indigo product medley. I better take my baseball cap off because I feel like I'm going to knock it into the your view here. I'm going to try to get my video to pull up, make sure, there it goes. There, now I can see everything that you're seeing. Fantastic. All right, let me know you're here. Say hi, give me some hearts and some love so I know you're here. If you haven't seen this is in the annual catalog on page 9. And basically what you're going to get in a product medley is you're going to get your stamps, your paper, your dies, and accessories. Now you're not going to get ink and you're not going to get adhesive in this, but you're going to have a gorgeous stamp set. Here is the stamp set that comes with this one. Isn't that beautiful? I love this, A Bunch of Birthday Love to You, and I might actually use this tonight. We've got Such Happy News, Sorry You Are Feeling Blue, and Thank You. I think those are just all fantastic sayings. Hi Ingrid, how are you? Thanks for joining. And then of course you get the dies that go with it. Now, I'm gonna set this catalog off to the side so it's out of the way. But you get the dies that go with it, so you can cut all these little stems and palm fronds and things, and the vases. And then you can just cut some directly out of this designer series paper. Look at this paper. You get, I believe, 48 sheets of it. Let me look just to make sure, but yes, 48 sheets of double-sided. You can see I've cut some of it because I've used some to do a few die cuts yesterday, and now today we're going to play with it for real. But look at all those gorgeous patterns. And then you flip that over and you've got even more gorgeous patterns. That's what's great about this paper being double-sided. So if you are a fan of Night of Navy or Seaside Spray or our new Misty Moonlight, this is the perfect paper for you. This is going to make some absolutely beautiful cards. So this medley, I'm telling you right now, is 100% completely worth it. That's just those few things. Now, you also get all these die cuts. You can see I've punched one out already. All these die cuts that are green with that gold emboss, and I believe it is Pear Pizzazz and possibly Garden Green on there. Then you have some embossed very vanilla sheets. Look at these. Aren't those beautiful? Look, I've got them mixed up because I've been playing with them so much. But aren't those gorgeous? I love that embossed paper. And then of course you get your gold labels. You get some gold flowers in there. And these labels are fantastic because guess what? You don't have to punch them. You don't have to die cut them. And they are already ready for you. So you can just stamp on them and attach to your card. The next best thing in here, this is, there are two more little things. This ribbon, oh my gosh. This ribbon, when I opened it, I was super duper happy. Look at that gold, it's kind of crinkly. It's good for tying bows with or just tying around your card. I actually think it would be really pretty for some Christmas gifts, especially if you're doing anything with blue and gold. And this, oh my goodness, look at the frayed edges on that. How pretty is that ribbon? And it's kind of, it's not really a denim feel to it. It's kind of a ribbed, I guess, because they're just lines straight across. It's not like denim. It's not woven like denim, but it is so pretty. Like, I was so impressed when I got this that I was just like, why didn't I buy this the first day it was available? I really don't know why I didn't, but it's beautiful. So you need to get this. You need to try it. If you have someone who loves to craft, and loves blue for Christmas, this is an amazing Christmas gift. Then you get all these little flowers. They're tiny and they have little wooden beads. At least they look wooden. They might be plastic. But they have those little wooden beads for their centers. And we're going to play around with some of those. You get a smaller size and just a little bit bigger size. And you get 2 little baggies full of those. So you can't go wrong with this set. So I say we just grab the paper trimmer and get started making a super cute card. I'm going to probably use either Night of Navy or Misty Moonlight tonight with this because I really think both of these go really well with it, and I might even use both. I'm not sure. But I wanted to take a piece of this right here because it's already embossed, and I want to cut it. I'm probably going to do 3 3/4 by 5, and then we're going to layer that on a Whisper White base because I think that's going to look amazing. All right, let's get to the 5. And because it's already embossed, we don't have to run it through the embossing folder. Not that that's a huge deal, because you know we can do it. We've got those skills. But sometimes it's nice just to have something pre-prepped and ready for you. All right, so my card base is my usual 8.5 by 5.5. Score it at 4.5 in the middle. And then I think I want to take this base and just raise it up with some dimensionals because you know I love my dimensionals. Hi Renee, how are you? Thank you for joining. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday. I'm going to be honest, prepping for my monthly kit already, you know, planning next month's kit and then getting October's kit cut and ready today so I can get those out in the mail to everyone who signed up for October's monthly stamping club. Oh my gosh, you are going to be so happy when you get your little kits. You're just going to love them. And like I said at the beginning, do not miss out on November. November is going to be absolutely stunning. So I'm really, really excited about both of them actually, but right at the moment, I'm really super excited about November. Even though I haven't even mailed October's kit yet because I've already just planned November's, like it's fresh in my mind. And so I'm super duper excited about it. All right, how pretty is that? All right, so now I'm thinking, I did some die cutting yesterday. I'm gonna bring over all my little pieces. I've got them on a piece of plastic here. This is one of those pieces that I punched out. But I did some die cutting and I did some vases, and I kind of want to do something, obviously, with my vases. Vases, I don't know how you pronounce it. I pronounce it vases. Vases, I don't know. How do you pronounce it? Vases, vases. I don't know. It's just all good. It's all good. We all know what I'm talking about. But I cut out several little different sizes, and now you can see these little tiny ones. They have these little hearts that pop out and punch out, and they're so cute. But all of these are gorgeous, and these are just from the Designer Series paper. This is not me stamping them. I just cut from the Designer Series paper. But I think I want to sponge around the edges with some Night of Navy. Let me see if I have a sponge right here in this bucket. I might need to grab my... Crazy thing is, I have several little buckets with different sponges in them because you have to. Let's see if Night of Navy is in here, because I don't want these all in the drawer together, getting all over each other and, you know, contaminating each other, so to speak. Well, look, here's one that's labeled Night of Navy and hasn't been used, so I must have thrown the old one out because it must have been so well used I needed a new one. So I am going to go ahead and just grab that Night of Navy and sponge with it. All right, so just dip your sponge on your ink. And I know it sounds easy, you can see that it's on there. But even with this darker pattern, when you sponge around that edge, it kind of colors it in and gives it a little bit more depth. So it's fantastic for going around even these darker. I'm gonna lay this next to the other one and see if we can see a difference in how they look next to each other. Make sure I get a little bit up there because that needs a little bit more. All right, so these are both the same pattern of paper, but you can see after I've gone around it with that Night of Navy what a difference it makes. So I think I'm going to do this one as well, and then this tall skinny one I think will be perfect. for this card. And then just set them aside, let that ink dry a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to have ink on my fingers when I'm done. It's inevitable. And if you've watched me stamp before, you know that's what happens when I do this. But it's all part of the process. So it's just kind of fun. So if you're just joining, say hi so I know you're here and I can see. Tell me where you're from if you want to. I don't care. You don't have to. I live in Florida. This is where my stamping takes place. I do it all from home right here. I absolutely love it and enjoy it. This is truly a passion for me. So I'm really, really having fun doing this. Get that around that edge and that gives it just a pretty little look, I think. All right, I'm going to set that Night of Navy aside and my sponge aside. So as you can see, I have it on my fingers, and you can use, if you want to, if you've never sponged before, you can use a baby wipe. It'll take some of it off. It's not going to take all of it off, but it'll help you from spreading it to your project, because if you have a dark ink on your fingers, you can end up getting it all over the rest of your project. All right, let's find, I know I'm definitely going to use some of these leaves that I've already punched out for sure, so we need to worry about picking one of those yet, but I'm thinking about which stamp I want to use, and I think I'm going to make this a birthday stamp, and I'm going to use a bunch of Birthday Love to You, because I think that's a perfect one, because I don't know about you, but I always need birthday stamps, so I might as well go with a birthday stamp. And let's see, we've got these labels. We've got a few different ones, so let's see which one I think would actually is the one I want to use. It fits really nicely on that one, but it also fits on this diamond shape one. I don't know, what do you all think? Maybe, I don't know if that's going to be too big, but let's stamp it on there and see what happens. If it's not what we want, we can go with something else. This card is not set in stone, so we can always change it. And I think I'll use Misty Moonlight for the sentiment. It's a little bit lighter than Night of Navy. It's one of our new colors, so it's really, really popular right now, and it's just gorgeous. It really just, how pretty is that? Love that sentiment. I'm gonna pop that out. And I feel like we're definitely gonna have to use some ribbon on this for sure. I need to figure out which way we're going to lay the card too. I might be going this way instead of this way. But we'll figure that out in a minute. We're just going to get some pieces ready and see what happens. All right. Now, I have my handy dandy little stapler here because I wanted to use, I was thinking if I put some ribbon through this, I just kind of want to staple it after I get it through. And I want to use a little piece of each because I don't want to use just that blue. I want some of that gold in there because I really love how that looks. So I'm just going to trim a piece off, and we can trim our ends after we get it in there. But I just want to thread it through. It's nice and wide, that little hole they already have punched in there. And then we can just staple our ribbon together. Sometimes that's a much easier version than tying it because you don't have that big knot, and it looks kind of cute like that too. So we'll just trim, we'll trim our edges in a minute after we get it ready to put the card together. That way we know exactly how much we want to trim off. And let's just play around with these and see how they will look laid out, and if I want this in front or see, I'm gonna have to cut quite a bit off if I do it this way. But if we maybe put our vases over here and then put our little birthday sentiment off to the side, we've got everything going up, but I don't know if I like that. So let's just check. Let's just grab a couple of these, our leaves, and stick them in here. Oh, how cute is that? It's just the simple things in life that make me happy, ladies and gentlemen. Literally the simplest things in life. Like these paper vases with paper leaves coming out of them just makes me happy. All right, we've got another one like that. This one's garden green. This one is pear pizzazz. And then I even cut some in Misty Moonlight just because I wanted to see what they look like, and they're actually really kind of pretty. Then we've got, let's do this one. Let's do that one with that big leaf in it. Might have to change these around once I figure out where I'm going with this, but, and even that center one could also use a second one with it maybe. Let's do that. Let's add that second. We'll bring it and make it a little bit shorter. I don't know if I want that same one in there. We'll do this one. Come back over, but with this color. With pear pizzazz maybe. It's so hard to decide. It's like, I'm like, what do I do? Hi Lois, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate it. I actually kind of like that with the little tag over here. So let's do that. Let's get some dimensionals on the back of our vases. Our vases, our vases, or whatever we want to call them. And then we can get our little, the fun thing about using the dimensionals like this is all these little stems, we can actually stick right to those top dimensionals that are on here. You can kind of just lay it on for a second, stick it so we know about where it's going to be, and then when it's, see, this one needs to be a little bit taller. I might have to put another dimensional on there, a mini one. Otherwise it's not going to look like it's coming out of that vase. It's going to look like, yeah, that doesn't fit. We don't want that. So anyway, as I said earlier, I was starting to say, I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. I hope you're all getting to relax, enjoy some time with family, and all of that good stuff. Hi Sharon, how are you? Thank you for joining. It's good to see you on here. I love it when I see familiar faces. I love it when I have non-familiar faces, so I get to know some new people is what I'm trying to say, and it's not coming out of my mouth. Okay, we want to make sure that doesn't go off the card. There we go. Ooh, Ingrid did some Christmas shopping. Fun. Like I said, I've been over at my friend's house today planning and cutting, and I can't tell you how many card bases we cut and die cuts we did, but we had so much fun. It was fantastic. All right, so this is going to be my center vase for this little grouping, but I don't want to go too far over, so, and I don't want that leaf to come off because I want that to fit in my envelope, obviously. Yes, Sharon, thank you. I am doing well. It has been a great day, and I'm having a lot of fun playing with this brand new Boho Indigo medley that I ordered. And I can't even tell you how glad I am that I ordered it. It is really, really amazing. I've actually had this revelation with more than one thing this week that I've ordered, and I just keep telling myself, why didn't I order this stuff sooner? Like, why did I wait? And I always think, oh, well, I like this better, so I'm going to try that, you know, which obviously we all go through that. You're not always going to pick everything you want right at once. But I was a little bit sad that I hadn't ordered these earlier. I really, really was, because they are really pretty. I almost feel like I need to stick a leaf popping out behind there. Oh, that's going to be cute. All right, let's grab some more dimensionals because you know we got to use some dimensionals. I mean, if there's one thing you've learned from me, it's I like dimensionals. So when I'm finished with my video, my plan is to relax. My friend actually has a video that comes on every Sunday night that I try to watch. I don't always get to, but I think tonight I'm actually going to be able to watch it, so I'm kind of excited about that. I can't go too far over with my dimensionals because I'm going to kind of go over that vase just a little bit, or maybe I could go under it. What do you think, over or under, ladies and gentlemen? Over or under? I'm waiting for first vote wins. So whoever gets their typing fingers ready and can put in whether they like it over or under, that's how this card is going to go. And I did say we were going to add a couple of flowers to it too, and so I want to do that as well. Okay, Ingrid, you got it. It's over. We're putting it over. So I will put just a little bit of, Lois had the same idea too, over. And I like it on an angle like that, so it's just a little bit offset. Okay, so now that we've got all our little die cuts done, let's grab those flowers because I want to play around with those flowers and some Seaside Spray blends. And I think I want to add a couple of these on there, but I want to color. I don't want them all just white. I want them colored. So let's grab a couple. Pull some out. There we go. Get a good little sampling of them. Because that little guy's a little crooked. We don't want him. We'll use that one. We'll use that one. And then I feel like maybe a big one. And I'm going to hold them down with my Take Your Pick tool because that will keep me from coloring my fingers. I say that, but you know, it might not happen that way, right? All right, I'm going to, look how easy those color. Oh, flip it over, come on. Look how pretty that is. I love that. I love that you can color these with the alcohol markers. Those are fantastic. And the darker, the more times you do it, the darker it's going to be, obviously. I'm going to have to give them a minute to dry, and I want to do this bigger one with the Seaside Spray Light and just see the difference in color. So whatever color blends you have, ooh, the light's really pretty. You can color things like this with your Stampin' Blends. So don't always think it has to stay white. Like these are white, but obviously you could make them any color that you wanted with your Stampin' Blends. So play around with it. Have some fun with it. Let's figure out where we want to put our little flowers. They kind of are going to be cute on the tag, right? Maybe a big one. How about that? We have an extra one we can throw on there too if we need to. But let's start with that. I want to make sure they're dry before I put any adhesive on them. I think they're dry already. Like, they're not leaving any ink anywhere, and they're not putting ink on my fingers, so they've got to be dry. So I'm thinking let's try glue dots and see how well that works. If the glue dots aren't exactly what we need, we'll use some mini dimensionals. I think a glue, oh. Like I told you, it's the little things in life that make me super happy. And creating something fun like this is one of those things. All right, any ideas where we could put the third flower? Or do we even need it? That's the other question. Do we need it? Do we not need it? Do we want to add a white flower in, or should we just leave them blue? I mean, they're all so pretty. Even a white one added on would be cute. So what do y'all think? Add a white one on, add a blue one on somewhere else. Toss it over here on one of the plants. Oh, that would be cute on the little plant, right? I mean, it only makes sense to put a flower on the on the plant that's coming out, or the stems that are coming out from your vase, right? That would make sense. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I think I will stick it over here. And I'm going to put it right there. Coming off from my glue dot wants to stick right to my, there we go. Coming right off that plant right there. We could even add another little white one over here maybe. I don't know if that's too much, too many flowers, not enough flowers. But now, see, when you see that white one now, because it's against that very vanilla background, it kind of washes it away, doesn't it? I think I would have to color it if I'm going to put one up there. So let's do one maybe in that light Seaside Spray again. We'll color this one light. Just hold that baby down with your, take your pick tool. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a glue dot directly on that stem first. Color over those one more time. And then stick the flower on there. And that might help a little bit. And I want it right at the top, so. Toss that little flower on there. Oh, he's so cute. He's not quite dry, so he's not quite sticking, but as soon as he's dry, he'll stick. There he goes, he's sticking. See, he's already drying, so those are amazing when you use those wonderful little Stampin' Blends to color things, because that alcohol ink dries really, really fast. So what do you think of tonight's Sunday stamping card, everyone? I absolutely love it. I don't even think it needs any other bling because it's got all this gold on there and that gold ribbon. Now, I will say, this is driving me a little nuts right here. You might not be able to see it, but where I punched that out, where you have those little tabs, there's a little tab coming off from that. So I had to cut that off so it would fit on there right. But I think this is super cute. Someone's going to get a gorgeous birthday card from me. I don't know who, I don't know when, because I have to look at my calendar and see whose birthday is next. But it turned out so pretty. I'm really proud of this card, and it was super easy to do. And of course, like I said, I die cut these pieces yesterday, so that was already pre-prepped because I was playing with this a little bit yesterday. But that's also another wonderful thing that you can do. Prep ahead of time, cut pieces and have them ready. You can actually, sometimes if you've got room, you can store those pieces in your stamp case. And then you know when you're ready to get started, you've got some pieces already ready in there that go with that set. So just a little helpful hint from Valerie. So I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday evening. I plan on relaxing and having a great Sunday evening myself. I hope you enjoyed this little card. Please let me know what you think of it. I see I got some comments on here already, and I appreciate those. I will definitely respond to you all. And thank you so much. Make sure you head over to valeriesmith.stampinup.net to buy all of your supplies for this. Especially buy this entire medley. It's called the Boho Indigo Product Medley, and it is on page 9 of the annual catalog. It is super fantastic. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you next time. Bye.